Are you advertising on Google just as we are, but unsure if you should advertise on Microsoft? In this video, I'm going to break down why you should absolutely be advertising on Microsoft. And a couple things I'm going to cover. First, I'm going to share in terms of visibility, what type of engines that you can expand your business onto by advertising on Microsoft. And then I'm actually going to get into our accounts at Rise on our Google account and compare performance on our Google ads versus Microsoft, just so that way you can see what you can expect in terms of differences in CPCs. Are there efficiencies to be had or not? So let's get into it. So first of all, anyone who's probably watching this video knows when you advertise on Google, you're going to be present on Google, which is awesome, and they definitely have the lion's share of search out there. And they also have some smaller engines that's part of their network. But the way we see it at Rise Marketing Group, if any campaign is profitable on Google Ads, it should absolutely be passed over to Microsoft. And the reason is you're just going to have more exposure. You're going to have exposure on Microsoft Bing, which a lot of folks out there might wonder, do people really use Bing? And they do. It's not a Google. Maybe they have around 10% of market share or so. But if you can increase your customers by 10, 20%, that's pretty good. Also, if you're a B2B marketer, a lot of employer computers are Microsoft devices and they're preloaded with Bing. So you're going to have presence on Bing, but also Microsoft was really smart. They created an alliance of other decently sized search engines to compete against Google. So when you advertise on Microsoft, not only are you on Bing, you're on Yahoo, you're on AOL, and then also some smaller and upcoming engines such as DuckDuckGo, which is a search engine that's much more focused on privacy. So you're just going to expand your reach. Now, so we talked about that a little bit. Now let's get into the numbers. What can you expect? Now, this is our ad account at Rise Marketing Group, where we do a fair amount of testing in here. And I just filtered into our search campaigns, just so that way you can see what type of CPCs that we're getting and how that compares against Microsoft. So our industry is very competitive. It's other agencies that know how to do Google ads and search engine marketing. So it is super competitive. Our average CPC is around $9. Now, I cap that. I cap that at just a $10 maximum, just because the CPCs are incredibly expensive. And if I want to spend a fortune, I certainly could. So just for example, even though our average CPC is around $9, that's only because I have caps in place. If I look into one of our campaigns, this one's for e-commerce brands. If you take a look at some of our keywords aren't even serving, because this keyword is just to be eligible on the first page, you need around an $11 CPC. And this keyword right here, e-commerce advertising agency, first page bid, just to be on the first page, not even the top of the first page, you have to be almost $40 per click. Now, you have to be very confident on the traffic that you're buying and have a very optimized landing page experience in order to pay $40 a click. In my mind, that's way too high. Now, let's pivot over to Microsoft, which have very similar campaigns running. And we take a look in the last 30 days. These are all of our search campaigns. And you can see right here, our CPC, it's under $2. And the search intent is really good. This isn't garbage traffic. And then e-commerce landing page, just under $2 per click. So pretty awesome. And in this case, I'm actually going to be putting more budget into Microsoft than Google. And a lot of our campaigns I know are limited by budget. So this is another reason why you should absolutely consider advertising on Microsoft, because you might see some really good efficiencies. If you're limited on Google just based off of CPCs and how competitive it's getting, open up to Microsoft. You could definitely grow your customer and lead base by doing so. Another thing that you're going to see with Microsoft, it's pretty much identical to the Google Ads layout. I'm not sure how they were able to do that. I figured they would probably get sued or something like that, but they must have worked out something because their ad platforms are near identical. If I toggle back and forth, it'll probably be hard for anyone who's watching this to see the difference on this, on the platforms. And but that's really helpful for marketers, because Microsoft understands that if people are advertising on Google, Will they have time to learn a whole new platform? And chances are, no, a lot of people won't. So they try to make it as easy as possible, just to have the exact same structure of campaign, ad group, keywords, ads, etc. Also, they have this really handy feature up here. It's called import, where you can import from your Google Ads account. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so folks can see this. Import from Google Ads. You click that, you sign into your Google Ads account. Within 24 hours, your whole Google Ads account is going to be set up in Microsoft. And you can even set up for automated updates. So every 24 hours, any adjustment that you make on Google is going to be passed over to Microsoft, so that way Microsoft isn't just sitting there by itself and no one's really tending to it. Obviously, if you are advertising on Microsoft, you have to do the due diligence of setting up appropriate tracking, so that way you can really measure the return on ad spend that you're seeing. But for these reasons, for expanded reach, significant efficiencies in the auctions, and easy to use navigation as it relates to Google Ads, here at Rise, we would absolutely advocate using the platform. If anyone who's watching this needs help, feel free to reach out to us. Just look us up, Rise Marketing Group, or go to our website, risemkg.com. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to drop in the comments.